Yeah, being able to talk really good.
Yeah.
Being a super good talker.
She like a smooth
Yeah.
All right, so now I want to know what's a red flag that turns you on. We're gonna start with you this time.
Red flag that turns me
Whoa.
on.
He's a bum.
Never. What gave that off?
Hey, sometimes girls really like them bums for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't like that.
Apparently, dudes that put you in fucking headlocks.
Hey, yeah.
That's the red
Yeah,
flag
nah,
that
she
you
like to
turn
be
on.
choked.
with.
No, we ain't shit.
I like
Just a little though.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Put you in a rear naked choke,
Just a little bit.
Like,
baby boy.
No, I baby boy.
define it.
I like okay, red flag that is turned on. I don't know. Like a guy that can like I guess command a room. Like he's kind of like
A dickhead.
almost an asshole, but turned on.
Okay.
To everyone else except you, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Just the way that his attitude,
Yeah, like his attitude is like
commanding.
I'm me. Yeah.
All right. And what about you? What's a red flag that turns you on?
I don't know. I like when he's a little like I don't know, unhinged a little bit, but
little
to people that
crazy?
are not me, like you know, if someone disrespects me or whatever, giving them a warning and then, you know, and sometimes people will be like, "You really with that?" And I'm like, "You see how I'm protected?" You know? It can
Okay.
be a red flag for some people. It just depends.
True.
I got a
It's
question.
definitely red.
Earlier, you said you'll date a dude that's 5'7". Let's say a dude that's 6'3", comes up, swole as hell, grabs your ass. What you expecting your 5'7" boyfriend to do?
yeah, that's wild.
Honestly, I don't even know what I would do. That's kind of scary.
No, this is one of my favorite questions. I like to actually go back and ask sometimes. Like, do you expect your man to like say like y'all walk out of a club and y'all are going home, you know, and there's a guy that's staying at the entrance of the club smoking a cigarette, and he's like, y'all walk by and he goes, "Oh man, your girl got a fat ass, bro." Like,
Yeah, fucking say something. Beat
You
his
want him
ass.
to say something?
Beat his
Beat
ass.
his ass.
do you
I'll beat
realize?
his ass.
So, do you think that that is worth that your man possibly losing his life? Because in a street fight,
Mhm.
anything goes. Anything goes.
Uh.
And is it worth him possibly losing his life, going to jail that night? You know, if you
I
have
mean-
like say you're married and you have kids with this guy.
I mean, that's only
you
one
know?
outcome. He could just come home. Like
Yeah,
that's
but-
only one outcome. It doesn't mean it's necessarily going to happen. But I want someone to stand up for me.
I just want you to understand that mentality is super dangerous.
Dangerous as
Yeah.
fuck.
Wait,
Super dangerous.
Way
You're
dangerous.
sitting here thinking that guys can get in just a little. It's just a little fight in the street. It's not gonna be no. People die all the time because they hit their head.
I mean, it doesn't
Somebody
have
pulls
to-
out a knife. And here's the deal: if you're with a guy who's actually a protector, has a concealed carry license, he's not allowed to go get in those altercations. You know how screwed you are if you go and you do all the stuff to get concealed carry, and then you go and you instigate a fight. You could have walked away. That's what the judge is going to ask him. Could you have walked away from that situation before you shot that
I mean,
guy?
I'm gonna try to get him to walk away, but I'm saying if he will not stop and it's the last resort, yes, I want someone who's gonna stick up for me, whether that is verbally or if it will not de-escalate and that other man is putting me in danger and that man steps in
He's
to
just
keep me from
talking. He's not.
danger.
He's just talking.
Well,
he is
then,
just
yeah,
talking
no,
shit.
if he's just talking and you can get him to shut the hell up, yeah, I'll
What do you
tell
mean
the man
get him to
shut the
shut
fuck
the?
up.
What do you mean get him to shut? So you would say to a grown ass
would
man that's 6'3", shut the fuck up. Don't talk. Don't say that to me.
In high school, I went up to a guy who was 6'2" and I slammed on his fucking lunch table.
And what
I
if that
said,
got
shut
your-
the fuck up?
What if that got your boyfriend's ass beat?
No, I did that.
No, I'm asking a specific question. If you did that, a guy that's 6'3"
Oh,
outside the club.
my boyfriend was a punk. He deserved it if he got his
I'm
ass beat.
asking not about that specific scenario. I'm talking about a whole new scenario. Okay, you have this guy, and the guy says y'all walk out the club. He says you got a fat ass, and you turn around to him and you say, "Fuck you! Don't say that shit to me." And then he goes and beats the shit, and your boyfriend looks at you like, "Oh shit, I don't want to fight that guy." And then he goes and gets his ass beat. Why would you instigate that? Why would you put him in that situation? You put him in that situation.
What do you mean I put him in that
Because you
situation?
yelled back at
as
that
a
guy.
woman-
You should've
as a
never
woman,
yelled at that guy.
As a woman, I'm allowed to yell at a man and stick up for myself.
You're totally allowed to do that, but yeah, that guy's totally allowed to go beat the shit out of your boyfriend into
but
the
for
fucking
what?
ground.
So
When it was
let's-
an A and B conversation and the guy was with me, that's what I'm
Do
confused
you
about.
think that sticking up for yourself is when somebody compliments you and then you say shut the fuck up? You think that's
How in the world do you think that was a compliment?
somebody
like he
says
just
it-
said?
I want my boyfriend to be like, yeah,
somebody-
dog, I know.
yeah, if somebody-
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
like-
my girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
taking that
like,
home.
like me, I'm not attacking you by any means, right? Like
Yeah.
grabbing a lady's ass, and yeah, I'm gonna confront the dude for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grabbing.
Yeah.
I'm talking
That's-
about words
okay,
though.
that's
I'm talking
what I'm
about words
saying.
though.
We
I'm
went
talking
from-
about words.
I'm confused. We went from grabbing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then-
He's
and
saying
then we
something
went
completely
to-
different. He's
okay.
saying something completely different. I'm
Okay.
talking about just vocal.
Just
If
vocal.
a dude
Just
is
vocal.
just vocal, I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say something, but I'm gonna continue to walk away. I'm gonna tell my significant other, it's not worth your fucking breath. Walk away. But if that guy is gonna keep going at it, and he
If he
will
keeps
not,
talking,
if-
you
if-
want your boyfriend to respond?
no, if he keeps talking, but if he progresses and comes on to us,
I'm only talking about words because there's a lot of times where you'll leave the club with a beautiful girl. I've done it a lot, and there's guys that are gonna holler at them.
I know.
Like they're always
Yeah.
guys are always gonna test you. And here's another thing, okay? If I was a kung fu master, if I was fucking Jet Li or some shit, you know what they teach you in those karate classes or in any type of self-defense things? You're supposed to walk away and de-escalate anything, especially if you have the skills.
Yeah.
Especially if you're the one that has a weapon in your hand, or if you're a concealed carry. It's your job to walk the fuck away.
Mhm.
So you should never encourage a man to be like that.
Aren't
That
you
is not
like-
manly at all.
when
It's
you-
actually the complete opposite.
Can-
Let's go
can
with
I- can
TJ,
I-
please.
I think when we get in these types of discussions, it is okay for us women to say, okay, no, I'm not going to have him do anything. Because again, I think we say what we think we're supposed to say, as opposed to say, because you don't have to say anything. Even if he said you have a fat ass, you don't have to say shut the fuck. You don't have to say anything.
Mhm.
Me, no response is a response.
Yeah.
I'm gonna act like I'm not hearing you, I'm not seeing you, because again, I don't know you. And I'm because as a woman, our job is to ensure that we protect our man just like they protect us. And the way we protect our man is to ask ourselves, is it worth it to put him in harm's way? Because see, I want him to come home with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that, but see, what I'm confused about is if this man says this to me, okay, and I respond, what scenario would that man who said something to me go after someone who I'm with when they don't even know if that's someone I'm with or if I'm just walking
They
out with them for
would.
the
I
night?
think
But they
You-
would, because again, there's nothing positive that's going to come from you responding to
I've
him.
I've been in that situation before,
All
and
it
I've
takes
had
is one
and I've
time.
had
So-
it not result in that. So I guess that's where I'm not able to see that it's likely
All
to
it
happen.
Well, that's
I
very
think-
fortunate that you haven't ran into a situation like that because it does have, as somebody that's been in a lot of bar fights, let me tell you,
I
it
guess it's also
happens.
effective. I
It
don't go to many
happens.
clubs and bars anymore.
Okay, but the big thing that I want you to understand is whenever somebody says something to you like that, that's derogatory, you responding to it, you say anything, you're giving energy to that. That guy, he said that because all he wants is for you to do what you did, turn around and say something, and you get that guy has nothing to lose probably. And what does your man have? If he's a good man, he got a lot to lose.
Yeah.
If he might have 100,000, 200,000 in his IRA or whatever. He has a lot to lose. A guy saying that stupid shit, trying to fight people at the club,
Mhm.
trust me, he's a bum.
I
Mhm.
think
He has nothing.
what he's, and I would say this is just another learning lesson here, because we all been there where we want to instinctively say something, like somebody said something under the
Yeah,
breath
I
or
don't
something
really
that.
like coming away from a conversation. I guess my thing is I don't like coming away from a conversation being like, man, I should have fucking said something to that dude. Like that was so
but-
disrespectful.
I just don't think you should ever have that
Yeah.
mentality. If you give them energy, they won.
Yeah, the way that I
Mm-hmm.
like to think of it going into it is just like, what are you gonna get out of saying, yo, shut the fuck up? Like at the end of the day, you could get beat up. You could. A lot of
Mhm.
times what he said, the guy's gonna attack your man because that's the closest way he can hurt you.
Yeah.
Because if a guy hits a guy, other people are less likely to jump in. If a
Mm.
guy hits a girl, you could come over here, knock me out cold. He walks in the door and sees that I'm hitting a woman,
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. It doesn't matter whether I'm right or wrong. So the
Mhm.
best way to go about that is to attack the man.
Also, you said the start of the question was the fact that you said we were leaving the club, and then the guy said something. The number one thing is continue leaving the club. I mean, like just because he said your butt fat, me personally, I probably be responding, be like, yeah, it is. You know
Yeah,
what
I'd be like, I'm about
And
to
just-
smash that shit
yeah,
too,
you know what
boy.
I'm saying? Like, yeah, and she drunk, and I'm gonna go home and handle that. You know what I'm saying? And I'll
Yeah.
just keep going to the car because I mean, you saying like, shut the fuck
Bro,
up. Like,
I've done it 1,000 times, and when
Yeah.
you look back at those guys and you brag about what that's your girl and stuff, bro, they hate their lives even more.
Mhm.
You just made them really fucking hate their lives by saying that to them, like
Yeah.
because they wanted to get you mad, and then you're just happy
Yeah.
you won.